Good morning and welcome to another video by Rideshare UK, the channel that gets under the skin of Uber. Right, on today's video we're going to be talking about local bases and one of the things they're starting to do. Yes, I know what you're saying, is there such thing as local bases? And I'm afraid there is. And you know something, some are still quite strong, and it's probably worth looking into local base actually in the future because of what's happening, as I mentioned in the previous videos. And firstly, all the local bases, they do apologize for all the things, you know, they've said over the last few years, and you've heard them say a lot of things like from, you know, kicking Uber's backside out of their local town and this and that, but sadly what they're doing now is following Uber. You know, they just run out of ideas, a lot of things, and they just following Uber. But one of the things they are following Uber with is fixed pricing. Now, this is what I want to talk to you about on this video, because this is quite a dangerous and a disastrous move local bases are doing. Right, now Uber's fixed pricing, what they don't know is it is really versatile. It's actually dynamic, and it works psychologically as well at the same time. It actually works from all angles. It self-markets itself. You know, this is how good this self-pricing model they have is. Now, let's work on an example. Say with Uber you pay £7.50 to go to, say, the city centre on a fixed rate. Now obviously Uber's commission will be so the fare has to be £10 minus £2.50 Uber's commission to come out with £7.50. So we're going to compare apples for apples here, and we're going to say, look, the bases are charging the same thing, as in 25% commission. Right, let's first talk about what is fixed pricing. Now, this is quite important to understand. Fixed pricing is actually a contract, right? It's a contract between both parties where they agree, and they agree to also honor it. Now, I don't want to go too much into the legal aspect of this, because as you know, if you're self-employed and Uber saying, you know, you are, how can they actually fixed a contract for you? Because they've agreed to a contract and they want to fix that for you. But you know what, let me just leave that for this video, because I don't want to go into the legal aspect of anything today really. Now, Uber's fixed pricing is what they call predictable scenario. It has built in, i.e. stops, time, distance. Any of them are violated, Uber's fixed pricing contract is terminated straight away. Now, so local base, when they say, oh, you know, we'll do that city run for £7.50 as well, they don't, you know, I mean, if the customer comes out late, they charge waiting time. If they make stops and it's, you know, I think it's 40%, whatever it is, of the time they predict, you know, there's more money that, you know, it terminates the contract and it forms a new contract, basically goes back to the same model, same pricing model that you initially had. So local base can't do that. Their app is not dynamic to do that. Theirs just £7.50, and you are so open to abuse with that from the passengers. So look, let's look at what fixed pricing is actually about. Fixed pricing is a premium contract, and as a premium product you would pay more for it, because you're actually paying for the uncertainty, the certainty of knowing that I'm going to pay that X amount, so you could budget yourself and all that sort of thing. But with Uber, what they've done here is they actually quantified or accelerated that business model on the back of its drivers. Let them bear the cost of the whole fixed pricing model. Now, as I said earlier, Uber's fixed pricing model actually works on two fronts at the same time as well. It attracts new customers and it also retains existing riders. And once a rider is basically netted into Uber's net, Uber will claw back its money. You ask any Uber driver who done these fixed price jobs, some are actually priced fairly well. And it's not because Uber is being generous to that specific driver. It's because, Mrs. Smith, who previously paid £4 for going down to the shops, and she knew that the fare was, somewhere around the £5, but she was happy to pay £4 now. And suddenly she's confronted with a fixed price of £6 for the same journey. Now, at the same time, it makes it attractive for the driver. But Mrs. Smith, she doesn't know why £6 today. She probably thinks, oh, it's something in the cloud. I don't understand this internet thing. But you know what? I've had a good thing. I'll still use them because it might be £4 next time. And it is, because the algorithm will make it sure that she gets it for £4 next time. And, then they'll go to £5 and sometimes they'll whack her with £7. It's all in the actual model. And these are the reason why I'm saying bases shouldn't, conduct or apply these kind of pricing to its drivers. It is a contract and it comes as a premium. And you should know, base owners, very well that is. When you tender for, say, school contracts or tender for work with hotels and everything, you actually charge them a bit more for that price because it's a premium service you're providing. But for some reason, you don't apply that contract with the new contract. You're saying to the drivers, well, just do that job now. And they come out with stupid things like postcodes to postcode and all that sort of thing. It's hilarious, some of the things you'll hear about local bases adapt. And all it does is actually creates a tension between the drivers and the base owners. And eventually, you guessed it, the actual driver will leave, and go to Uber. Was that one of Uber's plan as well? I'm not sure. But, Uber are basically dragging these base owners up the wrong path. They don't even know it. Your app doesn't, or your fixed pricing is nowhere near Uber's. Anyway, I'll finish this video and I'll speak to you guys some other time. Bye bye now.